It's showtime, baby. Let's go. Woo!
Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the show. This is Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm your host, Iceman Jeff Trunapole. As always, I bring you sports from a West Side point of view right here in the great city of Cincinnati, Ohio, home of some of the best barbecue around. That's right, it's Midwest Best Barbecue. If you have not checked out Midwest Best, why the heck not? Please go check it out. Get some CTB wings, some Uno wings, some G-Funk, some pulled pork sandwiches, and pork chop's favorite, the mac and cheese. It's all good. Check it out, Midwest Best Barbecue. Also, the show is brought to you by Meyer Door and Window and more. Check them out at www.meyercincinnati.com for all your window and door needs. I got them right here in the ice cave. They're nice and new, easy to clean, and energy efficient. Hail Mary's your ticket to the game. I'd say go watch the Reds, but they lost again today. Just go there and maybe you want to drink your sorrows away. Enjoy their food trucks. Free parking right there in the heart of Cheviot. Hail Mary's your ticket to the game. What is up to everybody in the chat? Who we got in there first? Ross is in there. Crip Creekers in there. Strangers in there. Brad's in there. Paul's in there. Dalton. Tony Blaze. What is going on? All right. Guys, I started this off with how many games will the Bengals win? And I'm waiting on Bengals and Brews, Dale Altman, and I'm waiting on Dusty for the Bengals Army to join. But of course, both of them are having internet problems. So, it's going to be you and me right now. But we can go to some of the comments here. Crip says, undefeated Super Bowl title type of year. Anything less than that, it's a bust for me. I think we've kind of been in that mindset for the last couple of years. Anything but Super Bowl is a bust. I believe that. I believe we have every opportunity, especially with the schedule, the way the schedule is, of getting that number one seed. Oh, what is this? How is it? Getting that number one seed, hopefully, and having a great season. Don't worry, Dusty. I'm on the show by myself without you. LOL. They're having internet problems. They'll try to get on. But yes, I think they have a great shot at getting the number one seed. But it's all got to start with the beginning of the season. We've got to get off to a good start. It's the same thing I said last year. We've got to get off to a good start. Now we have to do that with a healthy Joe Burrow. But you also have to do it with a not rusty Joe Burrow. So that's where Zach Taylor's got to figure out the in-between of what to do, of how to get the guys ready to play without getting them injured. And that's always the thing of what they're trying to do. Yes, you're right. Dalton, CD to the Hall. I agree with you. Tony Blaze, what do you got? That's crazy. I was just about to watch the last segment before you went live right now. Yesterday's segment? Oh. Reds better do something fast. Oh my goodness. I think they're 17 and I don't know what they said. We haven't won back-to-back games in almost a month. But just 2 games in a row. To quote Major League, you win 2 games in a row, that's a winning streak, boys. We haven't had 2-game winning streak in a month. I think they said last night, April 28th was the last time. It is Thursday, May 23rd. We're almost a month. Exactly. Almost. From the last time the Reds won 2 games in a row. The injuries are killing us. There's only 2 guys that are hitting on this team right now. That's Jimmer Candelario, who We all wanted to run out of town the first month of the season. And Tyler Stevenson. That's it. Yeah. They took it to extra innings today. Maul came in, gave up 2 runs, and the Reds didn't score anything. It's extremely, extremely frustrating to watch this team. This is not anywhere close to the way I thought this season would go. I mean, the injuries are ridiculous. I mean, Jake Fraley, who knows, maybe he broke his hand. I have no idea. I mean, the Reds are, he's day-to-day, but the way the Reds have been doing that lately, he's day-to-day, then all of a sudden he's on the 15-day IL. So, I don't know what's going on. Semperfi, what's going on? Where you been at, man? I haven't seen you in here in a while. I'm trying to get your comment up here if my mouse would want to actually work. There we go. Long time. No YouTube activity for me. Away. Who day? Well, as always, dude, I appreciate your service wherever you were at, and I'm glad you're back on. Like I said, I'm supposed to have 2 other guests on here with me, and that is Dusty from the Bengals Army and my dude Dale Altman from Bengals and Brews. But, I mean, I can't talk about this. I just blew up Facebook, or blew up Twitter, talking about my boy Corey Dillon. Hey, I can bring this up. My tweet was not any hate on Chad. It wasn't. It was just a fact that Chad, even for himself, you can go back and look, the year before they got Terrell Owens, he hurt himself, and he came back the next season. He said, Bengals fans, I apologize. I didn't lift one weight. I didn't do anything in the offseason. I wanted to be traded. To me, that's quitting. Chad admitted it. Chad apologized for it very quickly. And we all love Chad. I love Chad. There's no hate on Chad at all. And for people who take what I tweeted out as a hate on Chad, didn't actually read the whole thing I said, which is usually what happens. People, it's kind of like getting misquoted or whatever. Oh, Strawberry hates Chad. Oh, no. All I did was state a fact of what actually happened. And all I'm saying is we all forgave Chad. That's it. And I got people coming at me saying, well, Corey said he's going to flip burgers. And he said that on the way out. Like, nope. Corey said he'd rather flip burgers than play for the Bengals in 2000 when he was negotiating a contract. That's what he said. Lots of players said silly things back then when they were negotiating contracts. Trey Hendrickson said he wanted to be traded, or his agent said he wanted to be traded, said he'd retire. Well, he's a negotiating contract. T. Higgins, through his agent, came out and said he wanted to be traded. Well, he's not going to be traded. That's contract negotiation. People say stuff in frustration. Yes, oh my God, Corey Dillon threw his shoulder pads and helmet in the stands. He didn't want Mike Brown to reuse them. I mean, if you guys have ever watched any of our crazy-ass shows we do on Monday, they reused jock straps. They reused towels back in the day. It was not a very well-run organization, and I freaking love the Bengals, but it wasn't well-run, and most players did not like Mike Brown. Most of us fans didn't like Mike Brown. That was the thing. It wasn't that he hated playing for the Bengals. He hated losing and didn't like the way the organization was run. Like 90% of the Bengals players who left that team in the 90s said the same damn thing. If you guys don't remember, hell, go back and look. I mean, there's a lot of them that left that wanted out of here because it wasn't a very well-run organization, and we lost all the time. And all I said is Corey never quit on us. Now people come out and say, oh, he quit on the Ravens game. I don't know what Ravens game you're talking about. Maybe he did. I don't remember. I'm not saying you're wrong. Maybe he did. I don't remember Corey quitting on this Ravens game. All right, so one game he got pissed off and quit, if that's true, which I don't know if it is or not. He didn't quit on an entire season. I mean, the whole flipping burgers comment happened in 2000. The next year, he broke Walter Payton's single game rushing record. I mean, that's not quitting. I don't care what anybody says. Corey didn't quit. And that's all I'm saying. And it's not about who quit, who didn't. My whole point is just Forgive, forget, move on. Why do you guys have to keep bringing up stuff that happened 20 years ago? The dude's the best running back this team has ever had. I mean, he is. He's our all-time leading rusher on shitty teams. Broke 2 NFL records on shitty teams. He gave us everything he had. And I'm not saying this just because he's my friend. These are all facts. These are all things that happened before I met the dude. It's facts. I would have said I always said this before. I was probably saying this before. I think Corey Dillon should be in the Hall of Fame. There's no reason that he shouldn't be. He checks off all the boxes. And I understand people's argument. We're like, well, no, we got to get the older guys in, blah, blah. I get that. That would have worked if the Bengals would have done this Ring of Honor 30 years ago. We would have had all these other guys in. But to me, if you're starting the Ring of Honor, you got to have your Mount Rushmore guys in there. And they're all up there now, except for Corey. Corey's our greatest running back. He's the greatest running back in Bengals history. He is. There's no denying. You can't argue it. James Brooks, yeah, if James Brooks played in this era, maybe he'd accumulate more yards, but he didn't. James Brooks, in my opinion, is the second best. James Brooks was a badass. He could do it all. I think, hey, if you want to vote Corey and you vote James, hey, that's a hell of a backfield right there. Like, I voted him and I voted Lamar because I think Lamar Parrish deserves to be in. He's one of the older guys. That was my whole statement on this Twitter thing, is just forgive, forget, move on. He is the greatest running back in our history. Quit bringing up stuff that actually aren't facts. Like, the only thing that's an actual fact, 2 things are facts. He said I read flip burgers. He did say that. But he said it because he was in a contract negotiation. He was irritated with Mike Brown who didn't want to pay him. 2, he threw his helmet stands into the stands because he didn't want Mike Brown to reuse them. And he wanted to give them to the fans. Those are facts. If you think he's upset, go back and find the infield or on-field interview of Corey after he threw the helmet and shoulder pads instead. You tell me what he said, where he said, I hate the Bengals. You tell me where he said, I hate playing here. That was actually, where he was not negotiating a contract. Find it. You can't. Anyway, all right. I think I've said enough stuff here, and the chat has blown the F up. All right, let's see here. All right, Brad. When will they sign T? I've kind of gotten to the point where I don't think it's going to happen. I 100% blame this on his agent. David Mulligetta has made his name, which, I blame it on him, but I understand why Mulligetta is doing it. Mulligetta has made his name and his money and his reputation on getting players guaranteed contracts. At least portions of their contracts guaranteed. That's what he is known for. That's what he's going to try and get his players. And the Bengals, I don't think, are going to give a guaranteed portion, definitely not fully guaranteed, or even a partially guaranteed contract to T. Even though they're doing that exact thing this year. When they sign the tag, he signs the tag, they're guaranteeing him $22 million. And if they tag him next year, it's another $27 million. So it's like 40, I'm not good at math, $48 million that he's guaranteed with the Bengals if he plays the next 2 years. So I don't see them signing him. I hope they will. Paul T isn't signing. Yeah, he's not going to sign a tag after, which he can't sign it now. Apparently, which I don't even think I knew this. He had to sign it for yesterday or the day before that. And if he didn't, then he can't come back till training camp or something like that. I don't know. Dusty, I see you in. There you are. Now he has appeared. All right. I've rambled on enough here. Let's get to my guest for today. He is slaveless. He's trying to be like, I think, me sometimes and like the original Sleeveless guy, Dale Altman from Bengals Brews. Hopefully Dale will be able to join because his internet's screwed up too. But we got Dusty from Bengals Army. If you guys have not checked out Bengals Army podcast, make sure to check it out. Anyway, here's Dusty. What is going on, Dusty?
What's up, buddy? Sorry about the delay. Can you hear me fine?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. You're sounding good. So,
All right.
we were
yes. I don't know what.
We got both.
Oh, no.
Hold on a second. Actually, Dale showed up. Let's see here. Hold on a second. Do we have the internet connection in Portsmouth?
I don't know. Let's find out. Do we?
Hey, I can hear you. Holy crap. What's going on?
I'll show my face there in a minute, and we'll see how that goes.
See how that works.
Don't want to scare anyone away.
Oh, goodness. All right, so you guys caught me in the middle of, I kind of started a Twitter war. I didn't mean to today. And I was kind of talking about that with the comments, and I haven't got a chance to look at everybody's comment yet. But I'll throw it out here so you guys know what we're talking about here. I tweeted out, and maybe I shouldn't have, but I got to tell you, I want everybody to vote for Corey Dillon. You can vote for whoever you want for Ring of Honor, but I put it out there that, some people keep telling me Corey quit on the Bengals, and I said that's not true. And I just got a little irritated, so I finally was like, all right, why does everybody forgive Chad Johnson when he quit on the Bengals? Because Chad actually said the year before he got traded, which last year he was here, him and Terrell Owens were teammates. The year before that, Chad said he wanted to be traded. Chad literally came in and said he didn't lift one weight, he didn't do anything in the offseason, and he got hurt in the first game of the year. And I don't think he played the rest of the season, or maybe played a couple games. And he came back with Terrell and had that year, and then they traded him after that. And Chad apologized for it and everything. Everybody's forgiven him and all this stuff. And I'm just curious why people keep bringing up flipping burgers, and he threw his helmet and everything in the stands. And Chad's literally happened, 12 years ago, 14 years ago. Corey's is like 25 years ago, and people still can't forgive him. That was my Twitter, and it's blown up. So anyway, do you guys got any thoughts on that at all?
Well, I'll just say, it's I want Corey in too. Chad got in last year.
Right.
I think both are deserving. I would just ignore the people that have the negative comments. Like that's a big problem in the world in general. Like everybody's going to be haters, and you fed into it. You fed the trolls, Jeff. You fed them, and nothing good happens when you feed the trolls.
But the other thing that drives me nuts is I'm not going to say who they were. There's a couple people that quote to me. I didn't tag Chad. I didn't tag Corey. I didn't tag Chad, but people quote to me, "Oh my goodness, this looks like Chad hate." Like, no, literally, this is not Chad hate. This is actually facts of what actually happened. It's not hate. I love Chad. This is not hate. This, you quote tweeting it, is you trying to get I think Chad's attention, going, oh, Chad, look, I got your back. Bad Iceman. That's what it seems like to me. Just saying. Those are the ones that really irritate me.
I haven't been on the internet. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, Iceman's a good dude. These are two of my good friends here. We want Corey in. If you don't want to vote for Corey, that's fine. Everybody's deserving. Honestly, they're all great candidates.
Absolutely.
I got no hate for anybody as far as that goes. I'm sure Corey, he'll be happy whoever gets in. We just like to see Corey get in, all-time leading rusher for the Bengals, what he did here.
Exactly.
Knee still wakes up with his knee hurting a lot of days.
He got it drained. He couldn't go to Icky Woods golf outing because he got it drained because he played football.
Yeah. So, and you got that personal connection to him. It's a good friend of yours. I think you're just trying to make the case for him. So, I might be a little bit too close to the situation. You might be a little biased.
I might be a little biased.
Okay.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Go ahead, Dusty. What do you think, bud?
Well, I think Dale pretty much covered the whole thing. You want your boy in there. You guys know Corey pretty well. So it makes sense that you got his back, but the whatever was said about you. I don't even know what it was, but basically, if you're just defending the guy and you're comparing him to Chad and the way they departed, you're not really. I couldn't imagine from what you just said that you were slamming Chad's name by any means. You're just using it as an opinion. So, whoever's saying stuff, just people all love having opinions and stirring up whatever they can stir up. Hell, Greg got mad at me not too long ago because I asked him a question. I kind of bashed the Bengals, and we know how Greg doesn't like anybody talking bad about the Bengals. But hopefully whoever it was, you guys make up and.
Dusty, you're an asshole. We know that already.
I can be a dick, bro. I can be a dick. But no,
I think we all can,
but,
right?
Yeah, it's just about whatever this guy's opinion was or whatever, and hopefully whoever it was, you guys can work it out and things. It's just maybe you caught him on a bad day.
The funniest one was when Corey answered back to him, and one of the guys was like, basically like, "Oh shit, I wasn't planning on Corey Dillon actually answering me today." So, I thought that was funny.
Well, anyway. I'm sure, and that's the thing, I mean, you'll talk to Corey, that's your dude, but I'm sure he don't want to get caught up in this when it's
I wasn't trying to do that.
I know that wasn't your intention.
It wasn't my intention at all.
The internet works.
I'm like,
Jeff, I know you. I know that's the case. I get it. I understand. But yeah, definitely don't. I just want to say to people, don't hold this against Corey. He didn't, like he just said, he didn't mean this as a slam on Chad.
Yeah, I'm not trying.
They're all Bengal brotherhood. Man.
You would be mad at people. Be mad at me. Don't be mad at Chad. I said it. You can be mad at me. That's fine. Corey didn't say it. I said it. So everyone wants to be mad. Be mad at me. I mean, like I said, there's nothing on there to be mad about. It's all facts. But anyway, and that's what the funny thing is. Like when you speak the truth, there's nothing to I'm not apologizing for anything. I spoke the truth of actually what happened. So people don't like the truth sometimes. It's not my fault. Anyway, let's move on to some fun topics here.
Yeah, let's talk some actual Bengals.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right.
This is all whatever.
I know this is all way too much drama for this show. Jeez, this is way too serious for this show. All right, so I said, how many games are the Bengals going to win this year? And to me, it depends on how good of a start to get off to. The way the schedule is laid out for us, we got a damn good chance going 12-5, 14-2, something like that. What do you guys think? Go ahead, Dusty. I'll let you go first.
Yeah, I think 12-5 should be the goal. I think that's going to be where we're going to have to be at to win the North and be competitive for that number one spot in the AFC. So I think I would like to see us get 13 wins. I feel like that's doable, especially with Joe coming in. He's looking. I mean, for a guy that just had wrist surgery, and everyone's saying he's not going to play, he's not going to be the same player and lose all his flexibility in his wrist. He's throwing the ball further now than what he was when he got into the league. So,
yeah, I mean, his wrist looks fine, and he's throwing the ball off balance or whatever. And if you even watch him, he's emphasizing the wrist even more than he was, and I think that's to make sure that there's nothing. Well, one to strengthen it and make sure that there's nothing wrong there. Now it is kind of scary because he's coming back from a wrist injury that no quarterback has ever done before, which I really find odd that no quarterback has ever had this kind of surgery before. But I mean, to get us off to a good start, which I mean, in the first 5 games, the only team that really scares me is the Chiefs. I mean, the rest of them, we were a 9-point favorite to start the season off against New England. Now, most teams that have been 9-point favorites they've won, but they've squeaked by. So I'm not saying we're going to go out there and crush New England and beat them by 15 points or anything. But honestly, should be a W in the first game. But we got to get off to a good start, and we have not done that this year. So what's your thoughts there, Dale? After you finally come back to the show.
That's very intense. My daughter called me because I shouldn't say this on air. I might have told the guy he could kill some time. He gets off at 7. He don't want to have to do another job. I told him he could sit in the fucking driveway.
There you go. Yeah. Whatever.
Just saying.
All good.
But yeah. How many wins? Man, I don't know. I haven't really dove that deep, and we'll probably do that on the show. Off the top of my head, what I think we need to probably be, we need to probably win 10 or 11 this year. At least 11, right? With being 17 games, 11 and 6. I mean, we want to host as many games as possible. I'm thinking 11 or more is what we need to have. Damn, I don't know, man.
Well, we got to get off to a good start. To me, that's the key. We got to do that somehow.
That's doubly important with our schedule. We literally played 3 of the 4 teams that would have had the top picks because Carolina, traded theirs with the Bears, who had the number 1 pick. But 3 of our 4 games. We got the Chiefs in there in week 2, but the other 3 games are against the teams that would have had the top 3 finished in the 3 last spots in the NFL by record. You've got to go 3-1 at minimum.
At minimum.
You have to.
At minimum. I mean, like I said, the only game that actually scares me at the beginning, I'm not really scared, is Kansas City. I mean, I think we can go there and win, but it's the beginning of the season, and
as long as people don't call it anything besides Arrowhead, we'll be fine.
What? Who calls it Burrowhead?
The mayor and other people that shouldn't.
What? I can't believe people still call it Burrowhead. I mean, that's a weird.
I know. I don't know why they say it.
I don't know why they
putting bad juju in the universe.
I'm not sure why they named a stadium that. That's just a weird way to name your stadium Burrowhead. I think it's very strange.
Arrowhead Stadium is a perfectly fine name. They've won a lot of games. They got a good coach, a good quarterback. Nothing but respect for the Kansas City Chiefs. There is no bulletin board material. None.
Exactly. We're not calling Burrowhead. You did not hear that
calling
here.
Arrowhead. It's Arrowhead Stadium.
Right. Yes, exactly. You say it. Burrowhead. Yeah, I keep hearing that. Oh, God. Augie says, where did Coach Jeff Charles are going to stay?
I was at my daughter's graduation also, Augie.
Yeah,
He graduated.
Yep.
I had a legitimate excuse this time.
He had a legit excuse, not just he lives 2 hours away. But it was fun, dude.
That's
it was
a good excuse, too.
Yeah, it was blast.
2 hours away from everything.
Actually, for the West Side, you might have been 2 hours and a half from where we're at.
I'm gonna have to send this Spectrum guy to your house, Dusty.
Yeah,
Dude, I don't know what in the actual hell is going on. Our internet is never this damn bad. It is never. Am I breaking up right now again?
No, you're good. I can hear you fine.
Oh.
You sound fine. Your camera's frozen, but we can hear you fine. Or maybe
Can
not.
you guys hear me?
This.
Yes, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
No.
No, he can't hear us.
Damn internet, man. That was me yesterday. I was going to hop in with you and Wayne Box Miller, and it was literally the download speed was 1 and the upload speed was none. It was 5. It was 5 at one point, but then inside it was 1. I was like, what in the literal hell, man? I can't do nothing with that.
Dale Bell, like, hi.
Yeah, I got on one time and everything was just black and spinning, and I was like, I got back out so you didn't put me on. You might have hopped me in.
Well, I have no
idea.
It wasn't black and spin. It was just a big white spot. I thought that's all like. I texted.
Oh, that was just me. It's a big white spot.
Big white spot. I was like,
It's just
try to come back in here. Your boy Crypt Keeper's got a question for you here. What's the Ohio State football stadium's name? Is it Homer Dale Otto Shoehorn Stadium?
It should be. And you read that really well, Jeff.
Thank you. I do that every once in a while. I can get the words out.
He blacks out and just reads perfectly.
Reads it. Yeah. And other times when I really concentrate on, I'm like, and I can't.
That's what it sounds like.
Sometimes, yeah. And that's with me not even drinking. Is what it sounds like. Okay.
Man.
So how
football?
How are you? Okay. Well, let's go to the stadium. How excited are you about the potential improvements that they're going to do to the fan areas? They're going to get $200 million from the NFL, which is it's a loan, but it's not a loan. It's really weird.
Oh, I thought this was the Bengals were paying the 120 million on.
No, they're getting it from. It's called, if I remember what Locked On Bengals said, FG5 or something like that is the account. FG5.
I know all about FG5.
Yeah, no clue. It's some account where they have where the Bengals can apply for it, and all the owners agree to it, and then the Bengals have to pay it back, but they pay it back through revenue sharing that were going to pay anyway. So it's pretty cool. I would like a loan like that.
I would love a $100 million loan.
Yeah, that I don't have to pay back basically. But it's going to be kind of cool. They're going to fix up the stadium, and this is supposed to go just for fan areas.
Is this part of what they were already doing with the club seats and stuff? Which I don't sit in the club seats, so this is totally separate. For what they're doing right now, the Bengals are paying for that right now
for what they're doing now. The Bengals are paying with the locker rooms, the entranceway on the south entrance by the banks.
Yeah, I'm excited about
All that.
that because you know how crowded
Yeah.
that can get. Like
It's like a freaking bottleneck, dude.
I would like to see that all around the stadium get expanded at some point, because it definitely, after the game and stuff gets super tight and crowded. Yeah.
Oh, dude.
And then you got opposing fans and you got people mouthing off and everybody's in tight. Nothing good happens there.
No. It's all good things. I can't wait to see. I mean, they've been improving stuff all the time. Like last year, where I used to sit, no longer. I had to move, but where I used to sit with you, our stand back there, where we get our beer, it actually went to basically self-serve last year, which actually I thought was a hell of a lot faster, to be honest.
I never went to any of those, but I mean, I think. Yeah, and they talked about some of the stuff going to other concession things, more TVs. Selfishly, I would like a TV in the smoking section.
Why? Why?
Because sometimes I want to rip a heater.
No, not
I've
you.
been drinking.
Not you, never. Eric, our boy Stranger's got a question for us. I have not got a chance to read this article.
I haven't seen it either.
But I did see it. It said, Ice Dale thoughts on Cincy Jungle story that Zach Taylor is giving up the reins on the offense. I have not, like I said, all I saw was the headline. I have not got a chance to read any of it. But I'll turn it this way. How different do you think the offense is
Look at that little creeper.
Hey! What?
Vote for Corey Dillon.
Vote for clock killing Corey Dillon.
I was like, your wall's moving, man. I thought, man, I've only had a few beers. I cut grass and had some beer.
I was looking at the camera and talking, and you're like, look at that creeper. I'm like, what are you talking about? Oh, hey. I know that kid.
It's like, I didn't know that what I thought was a poster back there moved.
Yeah, that's my giant ass Shane Graham poster. It's literally about 6 feet tall.
Your poster's moving. Your poster is alive.
It's Shane Graham is coming out. I'm coming to get you. So, yeah, football. All right. So, do you think how different do you think the offense is going to look this year? Two things, with the adding of the tight ends that we have, because I think we got the most amount of tight ends that we can actually use on our roster right now that we've had in the Zach Taylor era. And with the drafting of Burton, how much does that free up or change the dynamic of what the Bengals can and are willing to do with Jamar Chase?
Got Chad on the mind.
I got Chad on the brain.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think they can move Chase around a little bit more because of Burton, because he can play boundary, he can play the outside receiver.
Right?
Hell yeah, look at him all sexy and stuff.
Basking in the sun, bro. Yeah, sorry about that. I have no clue what's going on with this crappy internet. And it's so bad out here, man, because I live in the middle of nowhere. I have to go outside to get phone service if I'm off.
Now Dustin's joining us from God's country.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, brother. I'm out here from God's country. Got no sleeves on. Got a redneck going.
With Zach,
Hey.
I don't know. I need to read the article, and I mean, yeah, like Brad said, that means Zach trusts pitcher. But the last thing I seen him say was like he didn't have any plans to do that. So is that official? Is that speculation? Like I
what
read
Stranger
the article,
says. Stranger said here short version. They said the playbook is changing the most since Burrow was a rookie, and I've kind of thought that with the adding of all the tight ends. That's just me because I'm like Joe usually only had one tight end that he really could throw to. I think he's going to have at least 2, maybe 3 this year that he could throw to, and I think
Drew Sample's always a weapon. Drew Sample's always a weapon. You're disrespecting Drew Sample right now.
Okay, Burrowhead. Anyway, go ahead. But that's what I'm saying. That's where I think the offense is going to be different, and I think with I love TB, but with him being gone and them adding Burton, I think instead of, we're always having Chase in the outside, T in the outside, TB in the slot, I think they're going to be able to mix and match guys and move because Burton can play the slot, Burton can play the outside, and so can Jamar. So I think they can mix and match a lot more. And I think Jamar, you might see him in the backfield some. I don't know. Go ahead, Dusty, what's your thoughts? Do you think the offense is going to look a little different this year? Do you think pitcher's going to have a different wrinkle and Zach's going to take some of the reins off for him?
I hope so, man, because the team's gotten involved, right? Like 2021, we had a really good, just an explosive offense with.
Yeah, that's where he lives.
Anton wants to know if you live in Nebraska.
Yeah, yeah. It's hard to. I don't
Wait.
have. Man, I'm getting so old I can't even read this stuff without pulling the phone super close to my face. But no, I think the offense is going to look a little different because, like I say, the teams has to evolve. In with Dan Pitcher, he's different than Brian Callahan. He's going to bring some of his ideas. I don't think he's going to change anything crazy, but yeah, I think it's going to look a little different. And with the tight ends, I think this is overall the best weapon group Joe Burrow's had. So I think it's going to be exciting. I think we're going to get back to that more explosive 2021 style offense. And
Good. Sorry.
I'm really excited for Burton. I think he averaged around 20 yards a reception in college at the SEC level. He's explosive. He's got really good hands. He had one drop or no drops? Like
none last year. Yeah.
Yeah. So he is. He's going to be a weapon for us. And Mike Gesicki on top of that. I don't know about all. Did you guys talk about all at all to see all at all?
I have. I mean, I think it depends on how healthy he is. That's the thing for him. I can
start on pup. Like I could see him starting on pup.
I can totally see that. Yeah, I can totally see him Dale taking a red shirt year this year and just taking a whole year and just trying to get healthy.
Well, at least start him on pup because it gives you a way to get the other 4 guys on the roster and a way to give yourself 6 weeks. And you never know if an injury is going to pop up to somebody else. Hell yeah, farmers only. Man.
Are you going to do
an account there once.
You about to do a farmers only account there, Dusty? Is that what you're about to film?
Yeah, Derek, we're gonna work that out together. We'll line up the photographers. We'll go out to the deer stands and the hayfield.
Just need those pictures. Bros being bros. You and Derek doing a photo shoot out in the cornfields.
Hey,
yeah,
man,
we'll be camo, sleeveless.
You guys are too much, man. I just got done working out a little bit ago, and that's the reason I was hoping to have a little pump while I was wearing this cutoff. But
yeah, so did I.
It faded away pretty quick after I ate 2 bratwursts and some shit.
He said, I just got done working out, but then I ate a hot dog and a whole bunch of chips.
Dude, that's
some respect for bratwurst, Jeff. He said bratwurst.
I had to run.
He likes them thick wieners.
Dude, yeah, little girth to him, baby. Little girth. Yeah, wrong with that.
I'm hung like a skull can, boys.
All right, Tony Blaze has got a question for us. What do you think? What do you think they will?
Maybe
they
it's
will
where.
push?
Like, this isn't your fault. This is Tony's fault.
Where do you think they'll put Yoshi and Charlie Jones?
Well, Yoshi came out and said he's gonna
outside.
He doesn't expect to be in the slot.
Yeah.
And I think Charlie will be. I think Charlie will be competing for snaps as basically this pseudo starter there, and Gesicki will get used there, Burton will get used there, Chase will get used there in packages. I think it'll be more committee than just, hey, we have Tyler Boyd and he's our guy getting 70%.
Well, that's where I think that's right there. That's where I think that this offense might be more disguised more because we won't have the same 3 wide receivers out there almost every play in the exact same spots. They'll be T and Jamar will be in different spots, and they'll have a different guy in the slot. And that's where I think it's going to be a little different, a little wrinkled, and hopefully they will keep people guessing. I mean, honestly, when this offense is clicking, we can tell you what we're going to do, and they still can't stop it most of the time. So if we actually get a wrinkle or 2 to it, it's going to be even better. Now, Augie wants to know, Dale says, oh, no, Dale went black screen on us. Are you naked?
Well, I mean, look at Dusty. He got his pump in, and I had to also get my pump in, if you know what I mean.
I'm getting Dale.
Why you're watching Dale?
Oh! Hey, man, it happens to the best of us. When you look like this, it just rubs off on people. And then
I'm
people
rubbing one off. You're right.
Damn it, you beat me to it. Oh, God. All right, football.
That's how we segue back to football.
Football. I'm hoping to go out to practice Tuesday. That would be awesome. I went down there yesterday, and they were in the bubble. I don't like this bubble. This bubble makes it hard for me to watch practice. I never know when they're going in.
That's the only reason they got one, Jeff.
I know. Well, I mean,
We're sick of hearing you from the fucking.
Yeah, I know exactly. Soon as the last 4 years, I've been going on the bridge. They first told me I can't film anything, I can't take any pictures. Now they keep going inside. I'm like, what the heck?
Hey, you are the reason for the Bengals practice bubble. So
you're welcome, Bengals.
Yes.
Just it's all me. Just because we don't want that Iceman up there on the bridge filming us or nothing and yelling at us. So.
Just wait till Jeff gets a media pass.
Yeah, I don't. They built a practice facility to keep me away from them. I don't think they're going to give me a media pass.
We'll have a special room. They're coming, Jeff. We promise. And then lock him in there.
Well, your special room. Here's a broom closet. Go check that out. Now we know how to keep you there. Apply for. I'm not pressed. I can't apply for one. Like,
did you guys talk about Mims at all?
Not yet.
While I was gone, did you guys talk about him?
Nope. Go for it. What you got? What you got on him?
Football.
Well, his I mean, he's looking pretty good, and he looks he just looks massive, man. Like for how he's moving and his size, like he doesn't look. You can just tell when he stands by like Orlando Brown, like how big this dude is. But he looks, I mean, he looks skinny. Like if you're just looking at him, but he's not. He just looks really like he's really in shape, and he looks the part. So that's all I really got to say about him because I don't know O-line stuff too much, but he looks like
football. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So I actually saw him practice. What was that Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever that was?
Did you say, Marius, come on my show?
I actually didn't. I was talking to one of the security guards, but I walked by him and he's ginormous. I mean,
he is a security guard. He
is the security. You don't need any
protection service.
Right, exactly. But I mean, we got three of the biggest damn humans I've ever seen in my life on the offensive line now. So I mean, I'm here all by myself. What do you guys both just rumble one out?
I'm here.
I was all by myself.
I was trying to get this open. I had to sit the phone down. It became a whole process.
I was thinking of you.
Don't wanna be
all by myself.
I think
Football. But yeah, Mims I think is going to be awesome. Two things I can't wait to see. Well, besides him on the offensive line, but I really want to see him on the goal line. Not defense, but goal line offense, right next to either Trent Brown or Orlando Brown.
I want to see him catch a touchdown.
And that would be the second thing I was going to say. And have them run over people. And then there's three things. That, him catch a touchdown, or put his big ass in the backfield and he could be the fullback for somebody. And just run some people over.
Pecco style.
Yeah. Yep. That'd be good. So, you guys got any big plans?
I'm excited about Chris Jenkins. Like, he was a guy, like, watching film and stuff and being, like, a Michigan dude. You know, I didn't exactly like him, especially with how some of the people performed at the Combine. You started digging into some other prospects. But it was weird how, like, the process started going. I started liking him a little more, and then we take him in just his personality. Like, he's the type of guy that his energy will carry him to be at least a decent player, I think. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, some guys that do the same job as other dudes, they're not really that great at their job. They're okay, but their personality makes them better. Does that make any sense? Like,
I think you're sleeping on him. You're sleeping on him a little bit because his run defense is very, very good. What he does in the run game, it's the unnoticed things that literally, like, make such an impact. And he's clearly not a one-to-one replacement for a DJ Reader, who's one of the best run stoppers.
I miss DJ.
Yeah. But what he can do is pretty special. And there is definitely untapped potential with the pass rush. He was just asked to do his job, and he does it damn well against the run.
Well, he scored, what did he score his RAS? It was like almost a 9. It was an 8-something RAS for a D lineman.
It was 8.99.
Yeah, like, I mean, so his athleticism is off the charts. His strength, his explosiveness, like he's got, he does, like you said, a lot of untapped potential. But I I don't know. It was just kind of unknown. Like watching him, I didn't watch him all that much because I was hoping for maybe some other guys to be there. But then the more I started digging into him, the more I started liking the kid. Like he just kept growing on me. He's just one of those guys. He just kept growing and growing and growing. So yeah, that's
he's a leader. Like he'll be a captain within a couple of years. Like that's just who he is. Like.
Yeah,
he's going to rally everybody around him. He's happy when his teammates make plays. Like that was something that stood out to me when I was watching him through the scouting of this class. Was like, okay, he's doing his job, and he don't have the sack numbers. Oh, I cut grass earlier, but I'm really not sweaty anymore. That was earlier. This is just a dark gray. It's just dark gray.
He was working hard there with the camera was off.
Yeah, that too. Football, Jeff.
Football.
Yeah,
Football.
Every time me and Dusty try to get on football, you just want to talk about my penis.
No,
it's a short subject, brother.
But Chris Jenkins, I agree with what you're saying. He's going to be a leader. Like, I'm starting to really like this kid a lot. I love the pick. I didn't really at first like the Mims pick too. I was kind of like, I don't know, because maybe it's just because we all thought we were taking Mims, and then Chris Jenkins was mocked a lot, so it was kind of like a perceived like we saw this coming. So maybe it took
for the first time. And I don't remember when I wasn't surprised by either one of the first two picks of the Bengals. Yeah. I mean, honestly, not to say I'm any draft expert. This guy right here is the draft expert. I was listening to him a lot, but the first two picks, well, they got them. I'm like, all right, cool. I mean, so I'm not. I understand what you're saying. We're not like, yeah, all right, we got him. It's like,
well, that's like when we were live on the show and we drafted him, like, and that's what it was like. Yeah, it was like. We just expected it. Like, that's what we thought they were going to do.
And it
they
liked
Latham and they liked Mims a lot. Yeah. And it was a good tackle class, and they wanted to make sure they got one because we've been asking them to protect Joe. It was just like, when it's not, okay, I don't know what. Byron Murphy fell and we took him. We're like, this guy's going to be adult. You know what I mean? It wasn't surprising, so the reaction's different. That's all.
And the thing is, there wasn't anybody else really there that I think the Bengals even hesitated on not taking Mims. Oh, we take this guy.
Quinion falling was like the one for me at that point that I was like, man, I didn't
But it wasn't
Quinion
like,
was gonna fall.
all right, like you said, if Byron Murphy fell, that would have been, they might have taken Murphy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's what
and I think they obviously love DJ Turner, and he was good, and he was a rookie. Like, that's something we don't talk about enough. Like, when Marvin was here and you had William Jackson and Darquez Denard and these guys, they basically would take like redshirt seasons.
Right.
They didn't even play. He's got so much NFL experience, and he didn't play awful, but he definitely, there's things he needs to work on, but you have the film and to work on him. And Lou's a corner guy. So the fact that Lou knows what he needs to work on him with for this offseason, him, Cam Taylor, you just want to join.
I got to be like everybody else here. Hang on a second. What's going on here? All right. I feel all right.
Clear on my screen. I'm like, what is he doing right now?
But I think that's the biggest question mark to me still is like cornerback, because I thought they would have brought in a veteran. Losing Tito because we've needed that third corner guy, and I don't want to rely on Dax because I don't know what he can do. That's what I'm saying.
Unless that's where I don't know. I mean, I think athletically he can, but he's never done it, and that's the thing. I was like, do the Bengals or do they really like DJ Turner that much? Are they that sold on him?
Yeah, but injuries happen every year. We've needed another guy.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I am agreeing. Because I was on Tebow's and Anthony's podcast 3 weeks ago, and they asked me what was my biggest concern. I said outside corner. That is really the only thing I'm concerned about on this team is outside corner, just because you have a guy who's
the depth.
Right, and your first guy off the bench is going to be somebody who's never really played it. So
yeah, and DJ Ivy, is out, and I know he played limited, but he's definitely not starting the season. I cannot imagine late season.
Anton, I hope you're right, but what are we waiting on? There's some out there that are worth getting.
Yeah,
if we're getting one, why haven't we signed them yet? That's
I would feel better if we had one just as and that's not saying they're coming in starting at all, but I don't want to rely on the 5th round draft pick. Yep, you're banned again.
God dang it! I was flexing.
Sun's
I
out,
pulled my
guns
cord
out.
out. I hate when I do that.
Uh,
What'd you say?
Jeff,
You say
who
shit
is-
about me?
you're banned. I said,
Okay.
sun's out, guns out. You're banned again.
Exactly.
There was that cornerback from Michigan that went. Didn't he go pick 50? Mike starts with an S. Mike something.
What?
So a quarterback?
The cornerback from Michigan. Didn't he go
Sanders still?
Sanders still. Yeah, he went pick 50, didn't he?
Yeah, he went right after Jenkins. Yeah, he went to Washington 1 pick after.
Do you think he was in the conversation at all, or do you think it was just Jenkins? Jenkins is the guy, or do you think there was a little toss up there?
I don't think he was in the conversation just because we have Hilton, and I still have faith in Dax Hill being able to fill that role. And I wouldn't mind a 1-year extension for Hilton. I wouldn't mind the same for Teddy K. I think both of those guys, instead of them going into the last year of their deal, and even if they do, I could see either or both being back if it comes to that next year.
Yeah, I would like Mike Hilton to be back. I would like Ted. Obviously, Ted's a favorite. Mike's a favorite of the team. But just what they bring, there's a very big unknown who's behind them, right? So you're going to get somebody. So why not?
And I don't know what Josh Newton is like. I don't know if he's going to be, a slot corner or an outside corner. I don't know that yet. Like, he's 5'10", he's 190, so he's a little
Size
smaller.
wise, he's better at slot. Size wise, I would think.
But he is a physical dude that might be able to stick on the outside. Like, yeah, brother, you had a great event, Matty. Man, I'm proud of what you're doing. I'm proud of all the money you're raising, Matty. You're a good dude, and like I said on Facebook the other day, good things happen to good people, man. You keep doing the right thing. You don't get caught up in no bullshit. I always respect that and love that about you, Matty. So I want to give you your flowers, brother. Your 2nd annual golf event, from everything I've seen, looked absolutely incredible. I'm proud of you, man.
It was awesome. Matty has officially become my crazy uncle, I think, though. I think it's me and Augie decided to call him. He's our crazy uncle. But one thing here. All right, I got a question. Chop keeps saying his second favorite team. I understand he likes James
The commies,
Daniels.
man. He likes
And
Jake Daniels.
I know. But you're as big Ohio State fan there is. Are you going to root for the Steelers now because Fields is the quarterback?
No, but if
Then,
there's a,
when they get drafted, it's over, Chop. You don't
it
get
pretty much is over. But listen,
Yeah,
seeing Stroud succeed for the Texans, and they're in the AFC even.
Yeah, but you're not going to go, that's my second favorite team. Like, no, you like the guy. You don't have to start.
I don't have to put labels on it.
Yeah, you don't have to start liking the freaking team and go on a YouTube. Oh, it's my
But I'm
second
going to
favorite
root
team.
for them. Like, obviously, they're playing, the Texans playing the Chiefs, or they're playing the Bills, or they're playing this team. I'm going to be rooting for Stroud, in the playoffs.
I get it. I get it. I get
Bengals
that. I mean, I get that. I do that for Bearcat players, but I'm just giving Chop shit. He's like, oh, it's my second favorite team now. Like,
Well, he deserves it. Chop's a fucking piece of shit. We all fucking hate Chop. We all pretend to be nice to Chop because, you're old. Oh, God, you're old, fucking old bastard. Just kidding, Chop.
Wow! I did not expect that. Fuck Chop. We all hate Chop.
Fucking piece of shit.
It's
Horny
like,
old bastard, man. He never even fucking gets laid. Like, what the fuck, Chop?
It's like Chop used to say, "Fuck Corey Dillon." I don't like Corey Dillon. Now all of a sudden, I love Corey Dillon.
Fuck his dick, Chop.
Yeah, fuck you, Chop.
I just like telling my
It's all
friends to
good.
go fuck themselves.
Exactly. Oh my God. LA Chop Shop. La Chop Shop.
Yeah, man. Check out Chop Shop 513.
Yes, please go check. I've done this. Let's see here. I just
.shopify.com.
Yeah, hey, get it right. There you go.
ChopShop513.myshopify.com. Thank you, Jeff.
You're welcome. Jeez,
forgot the
I'm here to help you out. Make sure you guys go there and check it out.
He's got a bunch of shirts. A whole bunch.
Yep. Whole bunch of shirts. I don't know about the Corey Dillon baby hat. That one's a little weird.
Sorry, T. Brookie. Yes, I mentioned Chop's name and profanity comes out. I start channeling my inner Chop. I apologize.
Damn it, Dale!
I'm sorry.
What's wrong with you? Oh,
It's
my God.
Chop. It's because he's such a piece of shit that.
Bad deal. Bad deal.
All right, I put myself in timeout.
All right. With that being said, we've been on for 55 minutes. I really have absolutely no idea what the
I
hell we
haven't
talked
been on
about.
for 55 minutes.
I've been on for 55 minutes.
Well, I'm
you
scheduled
two,
for 55 minutes.
you two. Do you know what we even talked about? We talked about farmers
Football.
all football. We talked about fuck chop. We talked about Corey Dillon. We talked about the draft. We talked about what else? Did we talk about anything else?
Football.
Hey, didn't talk about my boy Miles Murphy.
And we talked about Miles Murphy.
Year 2 jump coming up.
Yeah, and I was listening to Dan Horde interview with him. Shout out Dan Horde, who's just incredible. Honestly, I love Dan Horde. But he was saying he's in the 280s, and then he's going to trim down to the 270s during season, typically. Dude's just a beast, man. And he was 21 last year, so what? He's like 22 years old. I expect big things out of Miles Murphy this year.
Yeah, I do too. His run defense is good. He's got solid run defense. If he can get into his bag, get a couple more pass rush moves, I think he's going to have a great year. What would you take over under? Here's my neighbor. Hi.
You actually have cards out there?
Yeah, no.
That's the one neighbor that lives out there.
The one neighbor actually has a car.
That one neighbor is also related to him.
That's my in-laws. They live.
See, I told you. I told you.
Hey, I live in Portsmouth, bro.
I know.
Hey,
I know.
I'm making fun of you guys. I got family out there, so my family's out there in Adams County watching. They're like, yeah.
I feel like I'm sitting outside. Like I could go, and I've got a highway though, and then cows on the other side of the road. That could be fun.
I can hear the highway from here. It's about 10 miles, but I can hear
10 miles
down there.
I can get to the highway in like 5 minutes.
Hey, I like not having neighbors, man. I get loud.
I feel you.
Side around and
See, that's why I like where I live. It's not like I don't have neighbors. I have woods behind my house, and there's nobody back there.
You can pee outside whenever you want, Dusty.
I do on a regular basis. Hey, you know what? No, there was somebody there.
I also pee outside. I usually point toward the highway because they're not going to see anything.
You guys see this?
They don't. They're like, I make people laugh. I make people smile. That's what I'm here for.
You make us all smile. Football. Miles Murphy. Yeah, I'm actually looking with you there, Dusty. I'm looking for a big jump this year. I actually think there's a good chance that he'll play enough or play more. I'll put it this way: play enough that Sam Hubbard kicks inside more often than he did last year.
We'll see. We say that every year, so until
Yeah, but I mean, there's actually a legit guy that could do it this year, I think.
I want to see Cam Sample do that more because I honestly think that's a way to roster my boy Cedric Johnson, 6th-round pick from Ole Miss. I
want a big year for Joseph Ossai, too. That's another one.
Well,
I mean,
contract year. I expect a big year for him, too. We need all this to happen. We need our defense to be better, 100%.
Get pressure on the quarterback and stop the run, which I don't know about you guys. Well, Rashawn Rankins, and I think it is good, and Chris Jenkins is good and all that stuff, but it's not DJ Reader. And that's the one that still scares me. It's like,
gotta let him go, man. Here's the only thing I'll say. Listen, I love DJ. This is no DJ slander, but he did not.
All right, make sure you guys tweet DJ. Dale doesn't like him.
He did not play a lot of snaps. That's just part of the position. That's part of how it is. He's not in there a ton of snaps. Nose tackle types usually aren't. He didn't play a ton of snaps, and he had quite a bit of injuries and missed some games. So I love DJ. I wish him well, but not that well if we play him. But he is playing for my Portsmouth Spartans / Detroit Lions. So
you weren't even alive when they were there.
I mean, we don't know what DJ's going to be coming back from injury either. Like, hopefully, I mean, we all like DJ, so hopefully he gets back to form. But when will that be? Mid-season?
Yeah, that's what we don't know. Yeah, with the torn quad, you don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of unknown.
Well, I'll put this. My concern is, I hope we had a hard time stopping the run last year. Do you think the guys that we have gotten on paper, is it an improvement, I think it's an improvement as far as pass rush. I don't know if it's actually an improvement on run defense. That's my fear on it.
I think
it's a little hope in Lou, like scheming better for everybody to defend the run better. Go ahead, Dusty. Sorry.
Yeah, so what I think is, the linebackers will probably be able to play up closer to the line of scrimmage and not so deep because we kept giving up such big explosive plays.
The safeties, the communication, all that.
Yeah, so with Von Bell back, I think that's going to make a difference. Jordan Battle played really well for us, so I think there's a really good chance that the defense is much improved. And I
think it's going to be improved just from them getting in the right position and being in the right spot. I think
communication,
communication, that alone is going to be a big difference than last year, I think.
Yeah, and then Geno Stone on top of that. So you got a dude that's on his second contract now. He's proved he can play. It's going to help our younger guys out a good bit. My biggest fear, it's not really the run defense. It's corner. I think corner is a position I would like to get another guy that kind of like solidify that fourth spot, because guys that play that 4 and 5 for us, they play a lot of snaps. So if Dax Hill doesn't really pan out there, it's hard to tell how that secondary could look with, let's say, Cam gets banged up again, or DJ Turner, or Mike Hilton. Like things could get a little iffy there for us, I think.
Yeah, real quick, really quick it could too. So I definitely want that outside corner, spot solidified. And I hope they do. But maybe they want to see what Dax has before they, do it. Right. And there is enough guys still out there that there's time to bring another.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. To me, those are 2 spots I'm the most worried about. And people are like, oh, you're not worried about Joe? Like, not really. I think Joe's wrist is going to be fine. Just as long as Greg doesn't go down there and first spring training practice and say, finally Joe Burrow is going to have a healthy training camp. I think we'll be okay. But I'm just quoting what Greg said last year at the practice.
Don't do that shit, Greg.
It's Greg's fault.
It's your fault.
He said it. Greg's fault.
Well, even if Joe does have to miss a game or two, we know what our backup looks like. So Brown, he played pretty good for us. So.
All right, Jeffrey.
You out?
Yeah, I got.
Head out for an hour and 2 minutes.
I got to pee really bad.
Go pee. Go. Hey, go plug something. Are you going to have a special guest on your show tomorrow or anything?
Jeff trying to pull.
That's all I get? Jesus Christ. Dusty, what do you got coming up on Bengals Army? You got any good guests coming up?
Man, we've the past couple of weeks we kind of took it easy. All of our schedules have been a little busy, so we took a couple weeks to just kind of regroup. I think there was a point in time where we tried to schedule some things weren't lining up, but we'll be back at it next week. So we're really spontaneous with our dates. We're not like you guys where it's set dates and times all the time. But as long as we get an episode 1 or 2 out a week, we're pretty happy. And
one thing for sure, I think you should always have that background live from the cornfield. Because, dude, everybody's like, is that real corn back there? Is that a car? Holy shit, is that a horse? What do you got going on back there? Everybody's liking your background. So.
Yeah, I love it. I love it out here, man. But yeah, I'll get off here too. Thanks for having me on, Jeff. We'll have to do it again soon when the internet's more cooperative and I don't have to come in and out 5 days.
All good, brother. I'm glad you guys came on. I understand. I've had those same problems. It's annoying. It's freaking internet. You can't do anything about it. Make sure you guys go subscribe to Bengals Army. Go follow Dusty and Bengals Army on Twitter. See ya. All right, boys and girls. Hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. Go follow Bengals Brews. Go follow Bengals Army. Go check out the podcast. 2 great dudes. Also want to thank my sponsors of the show. If you have not been to a Midwest Best Barbecue, why in the hell not? Go there. Go get you some CTB wings, some Uno wings. Like I said, I am not kidding. You can literally throw a dart at the menu and whatever it hits, order it. You like it. I'm not kidding. There's nothing on there that's bad. If you like chicken wings, you'll love the place. If you like ribs, every third Saturday, I think I'm getting it right. They do ribs, pulled pork sandwich. They got a chili that I have every once in a while that I like. It's delicious. I mean, like I said, I love that place. I have not found one thing on there that I don't like. Also, Meyer door and window and more. I still got to ask Maddie what more is. But I got the windows in my house. Cost effective, energy efficient, awesome. They're easy to clean, which my wife likes. And I do too, because I clean them sometimes too. Make sure you give them a call. Get some free estimates. It's a good time of year to go get some new windows, new doors. Check them out. Meyer, window and door. Get them before it gets cold out so you can keep the warm air in and the cold air out this winter. Also, check out Hail Mary's, your ticket to the game. They're right there in the heart of Cheviot. I always say they have free parking, which they do. It's right across the street. It's awesome. Park in the big parking lot. Walk across the street. Get you a beer. Watch some sports on a big-ass TV screen. Check out their food trucks they have there almost every night. It's a delicious, fun, wonderful little bar in Cheviot. Hail Mary's, your ticket to the game. And as always, I like to thank the sponsor of the Ice Cave, and the Ice Cave is T Properties. T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out their website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. Jackpot Joey, you know we hit the jackpot when we drafted Joe Burrow. Had so much fun at the golf outing. You guys should definitely come to the next Jackpot Joey outing. There's rumors that we might be doing a cornhole tournament, or rumors we might be doing a bowling tournament. Who knows? But make sure you show up to any of these. You're geared up with the Jackpot Joey 9 stuff. A portion of the proceeds go to the Joe Burrow Foundation. One more thing before I get out of here. Make sure you guys check out the Javante Woods 4th annual autism. I did it again. Asthma. Jeez, why do you want to say autism? 4th annual asthma spike volleyball tournament. Just again, Javante Woods Foundation 4th annual asthma spike volleyball tournament. It is July 13th. Let me see. Let me make sure I'm right on that. Yes, July 13th. If you just want to go as an individual and play, it's $30. If you got a team, it's $100. But you must include one woman in your team. Make sure you guys go there. It's going to be a lot of fun. Is there any other stuff I have on there with it? Or did I like it delete? Oh, the other stuff that... No, that was on there. Here we go. Yep, the other thing got deleted, though. Oh, man. Everything that it had on there, I have to put that one back up. Anyway, make sure you go check out the Javante Woods golf outing. I'll be out there. July 13th. I don't think it's out yet. If you guys want information on it, tweet at Aubrey Woods there on Twitter, and he can get you all the information you need. But I would get there. If you want to go, I'd get there, get on this quick, because I don't think there's a ton of tickets, but it's going to be a lot of fun. And if you saw any of the fun we had at the Javante Woods golf outing, or any of the fun we had at the Jackpot Joey golf outing, you are not going to want to miss this fun. It's going to be a blast, and you're supporting a great cause. We're trying to get rid of asthma. 11 people a day still die from asthma. I believe that? That's too many. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the show. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow I got Third Down Guy. Mark Walters is on the show. Check us out for a fun Friday show. I can't wait to say a fun football Friday show, but it's not football season yet. See you guys tomorrow. Ready? Throw it up. That's just sports, baby. See ya!